Good afternoon. I'm A. Allen, and I'm joined here with my fellow vendor, Don Morris.
Donald Morris.
Don Morris, and you're watching Streetwise live on CAN TV channel 21. We are streaming live on cantv.org/hotline. Thank you very much for joining us this Tuesday. We appreciate you tuning in to us. You know, Streetwise have been around for 27 years, and we're going to wrap up this season show today with Donald Morris because he's a guy that loves Streetwise, and I love to have him on the show. Just to talk a little bit about what Streetwise have done for us vendors. Streetwise have done a lot for us vendors, and I really like Donald Morris because his famous quote is, "Keep Streetwise alive." You've been with Streetwise. I'll let you introduce yourself and say how long you've been with Streetwise and how you come up with that slogan, "Keep Streetwise alive." I like it. So, Mr. Donald Morris himself.
Hello, everybody. I'm Donald Morris. I've been with Streetwise, I should say 15, 16, maybe 17 years in all complete. The whole thing about Streetwise is, and I started off with another gentleman by the name of Gregory Pritchett, and Greg had taught me a lot of stuff, but I heard a lot of slogans that he did, and I heard a lot of things that was going on during them first 7 premier years that I had learning the ropes in Streetwise. Now, I learned to be consistent and never giving up, and I would always make my hours on my corner count for all my customers. And that's the main thing, is being able to make friends with customers and not really get into their business or personal items or whatever. And in other words, you don't want to be a gossip out there, but you go out there and you make friends and you have a lovely time. You remember things and remember people and appreciate them, and then you learn to accept whatever problems they may have, because see, we don't only want to have problems, but the people that's out there that are working every day has a problem. A lot of us do, and we got to realize that when we're out there, we're learning how to get along with people and being with people, meeting people, and that's who really helps you pay your bills. Your friends do. There's nothing much I can add. Streetwise has been a great adventure, a good thing, and I've learned to not accept life on life's term. And no, it's not easy doing life. You have to enjoy it. Have a laugh, a chuckle out there. I play music while I'm on my corners, and I let the music soothe the savage beast in them and in me. Because we're facing, if you work in a job, I gotta remember from week to week and day to day not to bother you so much, other than just to remind you that Streetwise is there for you. And it's a magazine that is small, neat, and complete, fast, compact, always on track. On track with the weekly news and events that are going on, events that is necessary. And also our crossword puzzles and Sudoku keep you interested and not bored. Newspapers do a lot of that too. They carry a lot of items that has something to do with daily things and events that's going on that's personal to a person, so that they won't mind buying at Sun-Times and Tribune.
So you've been with Streetwise all these years, and so what would you say what would you say benefits you the most other than the money?
Other than the money, knowing that I have helped somebody with something, passing out doggy treats or feeding the birds and watching them fly over and get their food, and the dog giving them something, and them leaving with their tails wagging lets me know right away that I've did something good for somebody else other than myself.
That's good. I was thinking, basically, that's what I was looking for, because what it basically do for me is the social interaction that it affords me to have with people that I normally wouldn't interact with, and so you brought in the animal part. We know you animal lover. We know you love birds, so that's like a little extra for you. But, basically to be able to communicate with people and deal with people that we normally wouldn't meet nor communicate with, because it's more than just going out selling magazines. We get to interact with, we get to integrate into society, as a whole, and interact with people that we normally wouldn't interact with. Say, for instance, me. Okay, the only way I would probably, if it wasn't for Streetwise, interact with a doctor is to be going to be seen by a doctor, right?
Appointments only.
Okay. That's the only way. But Streetwise have afforded me the opportunity to be able to interact with doctors, lawyers, because a lot of people, believe it or not, from different cultures, different backgrounds, they believe in Streetwise and they like Streetwise, and you brought up the Sudoku and the crossword puzzle, and plus we have a lot of good information. Take, for instance, in the past, just recently in the past, in August, okay, we had the non-profit resource guide. Now that was a real good resource guide, because it has a lot of things that could help people. You were speaking of helping people. It has a lot of information that can help somebody, and you could be the key to helping somebody if you have the non-profit resource guide. That's why we call it the resource guide, because you can put it in your file cabinet and pull it out whenever you need it to help somebody. That was just one of the magazines that a lot of people enjoyed, and we thought it was real good. Okay, and not only that, but the Streetwise have been always guiding people in the right direction. So that was the resource guide. Speaking of guides, guess what? We have the Fall Festival Guide. The Fall Festival Guide came out in August, but it's good all the way up until September. And that's good information, especially for people that are tourists that come to Chicago and want to know what's really going on in Chicago. Where's the fun at, right? People want to know that when they come from out of town. So you could be the key person with this too. You can hold this Fall Festival Guide and be able to guide to people to all types of fun spots: indoor fun, outdoor fun, arts and craft fun, music fun, all kinds of fun, free fun, just a variety of festivals, okay?
And in adding, also movies in the park. You can, at a certain time of the evening, go to a park and sit down and watch the Black Panther movie, Star Wars, or any number of movies. We have all the listings here in our festival guide, our resource guides for whatever week we're looking at.
Take the family, go sit down in the park and enjoy a free movie. Take the family, go sit down in the park and watch people dance, right? We had the dance, and take your family to the park and learn how to dance. That's part of the festival guide. That's part of the festival guide, and when you think it don't get any better, guess what? Bam! We have the 20 most inspiring Chicagoans. Okay, and this was really a good magazine, because we look all over Chicago, and you can nominate who inspired you the most in Chicago. I know the mayor is one of them. That's one of the most inspiring Chicagoans. And you can read about some inspiring people, or some people that are doing some great things in Chicago. Streetwise is a very good information magazine, because it gives you a lot of information about a lot of things, including not only events, but people. It's a people magazine, that's something that you can relate to, if it pertains to people, you can relate to it, you can definitely relate to our magazine.
And what makes small and compact and being on track is so much in reference to the style that's changed from week to week. Dave Hamilton does a great job of it.
And Susan Haney, we can't forget her. She does a great job. And of course, our CEO, Executive Director, You know, she does a great job. You know, so we have a tremendous staff behind us. Okay, Judy Youngquest. We have a tremendous staff behind us. But last but not least, I don't know if you all like the Chicago Bears, but Chicago Bears are celebrating 100 years anniversary, and they did win Sunday by a field goal, right? They won Sunday, and it was a good game, you know. So the Chicago Bears are looking good for their 100th year anniversary, you know, and we was glad to have them on the cover, and glad to be and proud to be able to sell a magazine with the Chicago Bears, you know, 100 year anniversary. They say the Bear Hugs, okay? The Chicago Bears were celebrating their 100th season by giving back $1 million to non-profit organization. Now, that was a great magazine, too. You know, last but not least, okay, we're coming up to the date. Okay, the date we have the concert guide. Now, the concert guide is power-packed.
Fantastic.
Beginning with Chance the Rapper. Chance the Rapper is one of my favorites, okay? Even Madonna is in there, okay? If you don't know a Streetwise vendor, we advise you to find you a Streetwise vendor so you can connect with Streetwise Magazine and be updated on what's going on. Like I say, we went through a few magazines, the past magazines, but that's not all. The best is yet to come. We also have our gala coming up, you know? You can find out more about that by contacting Streetwise, okay, or talk to one of your local vendors, or even get a magazine, okay. And let's see. If you don't have no cash, we were just talking about this before the show. If you don't have no cash, we also have Venmo. This is a Venmo
App.
Yeah, it's a Venmo app. Let me see if I can get it a little bit closer.
And it transfers to your phone.
Yeah, transfer.
You scan it.
And then you can also, all these have Venmo on them. You can also pay by way of Venmo, okay? You use your telephone, you don't have to give them your credit card or anything, and the money will be in the office for that vendor. You get your vendor's number, you get your vendor's first and last name, and you can send the money in the office. You can pay them by Venmo. You know, and not only do we have Venmo, but you also was talking about what else?
Being fast, neat, and always complete, Streetwise.
No, I'm talking about way of pay. Way of pay.
Well, it's good to be well paid, but it's also good to be out there and getting rid of your magazines.
I understand that.
Getting the people interested in the current issue, what's going on, and being out there.
Venmo is one way to pay. You know of another way to pay.
Well, okay, you got the Square.
The Square.
The Square trade,
yeah.
Which also will pay your bank account. It goes to the bank, and from your bank, that's when you give and receive your either a withdrawal or deposits out of the bank, and you can pay like that. But it's a great way to get things done, and it's a real good, quick way to get a magazine every week.
Yeah, well, I just had to mention that because, you know, we're living in a society that's moving away from cash, okay? We're moving into a cashless society. So therefore, we want you to know you have that option of paying by Venmo or by way of Square, which is using a credit card, and it goes directly into the vendor's bank account. Okay, so I just wanted to emphasize that. No cash, no problem, okay? No cash, no problem. Okay, and Streetwise also, if you want to become a vendor and become a part of this family, you're welcome to come. We have orientation. We have orientation every Tuesday and Thursday at 10 o'clock. Where? Streetwise, 4554 North Broadway. Come up to the third floor, suite 350. And how to get there? You take the red line and get off on the Wilson stop and walk to Broadway. And anybody on Broadway can tell you what Streetwise is, because you'll probably be standing in front of it once you walk from the Wilson red line stop to Broadway. You're more than likely to be standing right in front of the building. But you come early, you can get you some breakfast, you can get you some sales training, you can receive a badge, which makes you a legal vendor. You can receive 15 free magazines to get you started. You know, you're welcome to come and be a part of the Streetwise family. You know, The camaraderie that we have at Streetwise as a family is very good. It'll bring you back into society and make you sociable again. You know, some people just go off into their own little corner, but we're going to bring you out of that corner and we're going to put you on a corner where you can meet some people that you normally wouldn't meet, and you can make some money that you normally wouldn't make. You know, Streetwise is a hand up and not a handout. Streetwise have provided me and my brother here with a way up and out, and now we in and about. Okay, so Streetwise is...
Quickly to share something with you, this here is a Fossil watch. It's about $100 and something watch that I got from TJ Maxx, and Streetwise enables me to make the amount of weekly pay or daily pay that can buy a watch, and I can sit down and relax, and I can enjoy myself with the confidence, not no guilt tripping and nothing like that because I'm on drugs and I'm feeding a habit. No more habits. I'm getting rid of the habits through AA, NA, CA, and other A's. I'm doing what I can to be self-sufficient.
That's what it's all about. I really appreciate that because it's about being, okay, when a person comes to Streetwise, they may come as unemployed, but we take the unemployed and we make them self-employed, okay? That puts you in the position to be your own employer. You become an entrepreneur, and you learn to manage not only your money, but you learn to manage your lives, you know? You learn to manage your life by showing up. You're not showing up for your boss, you're showing up for yourself because you are your own boss. We put you into the world of an entrepreneur. And you know, it's a real good thing. All you have to do is show up at our new vendors orientation every Tuesday and Thursday at 10 a.m. Come early so you can see what Streetwise have to offer, get you something to eat, have you some coffee, make your telephone calls, get on a computer, whatever you may need to do. You know, Streetwise have it for you. And that's not including the free papers that we'll give you to get your feet wet. And then if you have a location in mind, we'll put you at that location. If you don't have a location in mind, we can also find you a location. You know, but come to Streetwise and let us help you get your wheels to rolling. Okay? But when you see us at Streetwise, what do you really see? Okay? I want you to watch this video and tell us what do you see when you see a vendor out there.
When you see me in the street, what do you see? Do you see someone who rises before the sun every morning to catch the L at 95th and the Dan Ryan, headed towards the Ogilvy station to get the train to Glencoe, just in time for the morning rush?
Is the volume up, right?
Do you see the long day ahead of me, my struggles, what I go through? And are covered with snow, many hours filled with rejection. Do you see my hand stretched out with a magazine, which I bought for 90 cents and sold to you for $2? When you see me on the street, what do you see? Do you see my smile that greets you? Hoping to demonstrate what I've learned about selling from mentors who believe in my potential. Do you see my confidence strengthen from having access to food, shelter, and clothing, restoring my dignity and self-respect? Do you see my dream for a new journey? An opportunity for transitioning to a career where I can learn new skills and grow? Can you imagine what would happen if you took a chance and hired me? I know you will feel my gratitude. And I know you feel my hope that more people will get the same care and respect that I found at Streetwise, that showed me the way to this place and this moment, so you can see me and know me and believe in what I can become.
That's real good.
Did you see that? 10,000 people Streetwise have helped. And you know, you too can be a part of this Streetwise family, you know. All you have to do is come to 4554 North Broadway and we will help you get your wheels to rolling. Okay? Also, if you come to Streetwise, Streetwise, we'll help you immediate employment. That means you can start the same day you come with the 15 free papers that we'll give you. You get an immediate income as soon as you go up to your post. Whatever money you make is yours. But you have to keep in mind that you're an entrepreneur and that you have to save some of the money, come back and buy you some more magazines, okay? You can recover your self-esteem if you've been out there panhandling, doing some things that is not healthy for your mind, then you can recover that by working for yourself and coming out making an honest living. You can get your life back, okay, with Streetwise. We have social services available. Okay, orientation, like I said, it's Tuesday and Thursday at 10 o'clock. Streetwise is 4554 North Broadway, Chicago, Illinois. That's the red line stop of Wilson. You go to Broadway and you'll be right in front of the building. And what we have to offer, okay, you be your own boss. Okay, let me see if you can see that. Or maybe I need to zoom it up a little bit more. Okay, yeah, this is better. Let's see. Okay, you be your own boss. You make your own hours, okay? You say what hours you want to be out there at your post. That's up to you. We don't send you out there until you stay there and until you make some money. No, we don't do that. What we do is give you an opportunity to prove to yourself that you can make it, okay? And you get some free magazines. We'll start you off with some free magazines to get your wheels rolling. Okay, 15 magazines on the first day. You can come in and get brunch and coffee. Okay, we have the computer, we have the internet, we have telephone usage. We have a license that we'll give you to sell the magazines. We have an identification picture badge that you'll get up on qualification. That's 65 papers within 2 weeks. We have clothing, we have hygiene kits, we have salesmanship classes. We have it all for you. All you have to do is show up. Show up, come to Streetwise, and you too can be a Streetwise vendor. 4554 North Broadway. Thank you. Thank you for considering Streetwise. Thank you for watching the show, and I would like to thank my special guest, Mr. Donald Morris.
Another quick quote, keep it alive, Streetwise. That's how you do it every day. 2 hours here, 2 hours there. Or 3 hours here, 3 hours there, 4 hours. Just count up the time you want to spend out there.
Right.
And deal with your customers on a daily basis, on every day that you're out there.
And your customers will take care of you. They look out for you. You look out for them by being there when you're supposed to be there. Be there every day at the same time. And get to know the people that you're seeing and the people that's working with you. Get to know them and get to know your vendor. And thank you for joining us this week. And meet us back next week, same time, same station. Thank you so much for joining us here on CAN TV at Streetwise. Keep Streetwise alive, right, Mr. Moore?
Keep it alive, Streetwise.
Keep it alive, Streetwise. Thank you all so much.